gang. And now if you'll all be quiet, we'll start the show. I drew this cartoon all by myself, but shucks, it wasn't hard because I'm an artist. I hope you like it. Yeah, thank you.
They turned amusement into art. They made us laugh. They made us cry. They made us remember. They made us forget. They reflected the ever-changing conditions of life as we faced it. They made cartooning a mirror of America. Cartoons have not only reflected our society, but have been a major influence upon it, showing how reality and fantasy live side by side.
When I was at Warner Brothers, I had people come over to visit the cartoon studio and say, where is the set that Bugs Bunny works on? I think they believed that that character really existed somewhere. But in my mind, he really did exist, and I made a drawing of him. I made a cartoon drawing of him. But in my mind, that character exists somewhere.
Am I a stinker? Now, one of the problems I always had with animators is that they can't ever seem to tell the difference between a rabbit and a mole. An animation director who goes by the unlikely name of Chuck Jones.
Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and Donald Duck and Mickey and so on are really not animals. They are anthropomorphized animals, and they move like human beings.
Cartooning, a mirror of America, takes us back in time. As we live through each period, decade by decade. Experience our nation's history as seen through the satiric eye of the cartoonist. This true American art form offers us revealing insights into our vast culture. Come journey with us and celebrate a century of cartooning as it reflects our American evolution. Past, present, and on into the future.
To me, the comic strip is simply a reflection of life today with a humorous twist. All I do is hold a mirror to life and show it back with that humorous bent to it.
Everything that Captain America did was current at the time. The characters were mirror images of the kind of characters that made the history of those times.
So there's a great influence of the times on the cartoonist, upon his own conceptions and the cartoonist's creations on our times.
Cartoonists use this influence to sway popular opinion with their biting satire.
Watergate was a perfect example of how satire can bring someone down. The cartoonists, of course, were not responsible for bringing down the presidency at that time, but they sure as heck helped. I think the editorial cartoon, or cartooning in America, is the jazz and the Coca-Cola and the baseball of the world, really. That it really is a true American tradition, and I think we've honed it to a real science.
Cartooning, a mirror of America, shows how cartoonists actually create some of the language that we use.
One thinks of L.Z. Chrysler Cigar, the creator of Popeye. He's the only cartoonist who introduced two credited words to the English language, Jeep and goon. And you'll find them both listed in any Webster's dictionary attributed to Cigar in full, even with some detailed description of the characters in the strip.
There are a lot of what we call cartoon symbols that have become part of our folklore, Santa Claus came through as a cartoonist. Uncle Sam, you name it, Father Time, the New Year's Baby, were the creations of cartoonists. And they have become a solid part of our folklore and influence us in many ways.
This influence can be seen in the ads of major corporations who use cartoon characters to help sell their product.
For McDonald's salads, Kathy.
For McDonald's, Kathy was talking about their salads, and she is definitely a major salad consumer. She's also a woman who doesn't have a whole lot of time, and McDonald's is a perfect place for her to eat. So humor is always a great way to transfer information because it catches people off guard. They don't have their defenses up.
Cartooning, a mirror of America, entertaining as well as enlightening. It reveals for the first time how cartoons are used to help unite all of mankind in a common cause.
The Amnesty concert used a 20-minute motion picture or video which consisted strictly of animated segments. And the purpose was to get an international feeling, so they grabbed international animators from all around the world.
So they were able to take the technology that we have at hand and combine it with animation to say something to the youth of the world about how we can change the world that we're living in.
Cartoonists are joining forces everywhere to help in the fight against illiteracy.
30 million American adults can't read. And the sick part about it is a lot of Americans who know how to read don't read, which is called illiteracy. So what we hope to do is to make reading the hip new thing and comic books take over the world.
Comic books are about the only type of reading that young children equate with entertainment. They don't mind reading comics, and they learn the reading habit that way. So in a sense, I think we should almost be tax exempt. We're performing a public service.
Cartooning, a mirror of America, takes us on a behind-the-scenes look into the studios of the top cartoonists of each aspect of comic art, where we give intimate glimpses into the creative genius behind the work. We will explore the entire field of cartooning: comic books, comic strips, animation, illustration, editorial cartoons, caricature, advertising art, sports cartoons, and many more. A historic document never before shown in such depth and magnitude. Cartooning, a mirror of America. It must be seen.
Yes? Well? Well, after all, credit's where credit is due.